Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for February. I hope everybody's well. I would like to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Libra out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, just get in where you fit in. But as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? Well, that's very interesting. Your cards just flew out. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Seven of Cups reversed. And then coming out together, we have the Two of Swords along with the Four of Cups. All right, so there's a situation here that's stuck. It's not moving forward. I do feel like it was moving very slowly and then it just like ground to a halt. And I feel like you're very aware of whatever this is. You're almost like trying to decide if this should be an option for you or not. I feel like you have good memories here from the past. This does look like you're hoping for change, that you have memories that, and that's what's keeping you indecisive. So for some of you, you're like, you know, should I even try to move this forward? Is this even an option for me at this point? Is it ever going to move forward? I do feel like you're in this energy of, you know, trying to make a decision, but you just don't know what decision that you want to make right now. And it's being affected because you want change, but you have all these good memories here in the past. So let me see. There's good memories, but then there's this energy of things not moving forward. So you're very indecisive right now, Libra. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who's in Libra's energy. That's too many. Show me who's in Libra's energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. So the person in your energy, I feel like this is somebody who you may have had conflict with. There's a bit of defensiveness here. I feel like they feel like there's a lot that's going on that they have to defend themselves. They may feel like there's a lot of people or things that are moving against them. I can tell you this person does have true emotions for you. This may be a soulmate, or they may feel that you're a soulmate. And with the Ace of Swords, I do feel like there is going to be communication, and it's going to bring about a lot of clarity. This person is a little defensive right now, though. But they definitely have feelings for you. Let me see the energy between, the Death card in reverse. So there could have been a physical ending here. But I feel like neither of you feel that things are completely over. So this is telling me why you're in this indecisive energy. It's like you would choose this person over anyone else. You have these good memories, but at the same time, there's almost like, well, it's not moving forward. I feel like things aren't over, but there's no movement whatsoever in this connection. This person's a bit defensive. There's something here that's going on in their energy, though. They feel like they can't focus on the connection right now. It's almost they put this connection on a back burner because they've got a lot of change going on in their life. They're having to make a lot of decisions right now. And I do feel like they don't feel very grounded. There's a sense here like they've got a lot of stuff going on in their life. Let me see what's affecting the connection. Seven of Swords in the reverse. There's been deceit here. Yeah, there's definitely been deceit. Whatever it is out in the open. Yeah, it is out in the open, and I do feel like you got clarity on this, so I feel like it was on this person's side. It does look like it had to do with love and emotions. Whatever it is, you both know about it. Yeah, because you received the clarity. Let me see. And I feel like before that you were very confused. So this is also affecting how it is, you know, why you're going back and forth. It's almost like there's been good memories, but there's been some deception here, and you're kind of like, I don't know if this is even an option for me anymore. And you're kind of leaning away from it. You're kind of leaning towards change. Let me see the outcome. The High Priestess. The outcome is hidden. Yeah, the outcome is hidden. I don't feel like this person is being very clear with you. I feel like you also are not, you know, really telling them how you feel. There's all this hidden energy that's present here, but you're trying to make this decision based on your intuition. I could be dealing with some Libras who are tarot readers, or you could be consulting a tarot reading, or perhaps they are. I do feel like this person is going to come forward, though, and they are going to give that transparency. And that's going to deeply affect this decision that you're trying to make. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. This is underlying energy, and it indicates an imbalance here. It indicates that there's been a situation where you may feel that this person breadcrumbed you, or you were giving and they were not. So let me clarify. Also be careful with your money, Libra, because this is also showing me that your money may not be balanced out right now. There's a sense here that you have to be patient with regard to finances and money. All right, so show me the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Show me the Knight of Pentacles reversed. All right, Ten of Pentacles reversed. And the Four of Wands. So you may have been married to this person and there was an ending. There could still be like some kind of legal stuff, because what this is telling me, though, I don't know, maybe this person, one of you may be married, because what this is telling me is that you're not moving forward. Knight of Pentacles reverse. This is stuck energy. Nothing's going to move forward unless something that's long-term ends, and it looks like it's a marriage or a long-term relationship. Now, would you like to be with this person? Yes, I feel like you would. So I can't tell. You might be the one who's in another connection, and if so, you may be planning to end that, but it would cause a significant loss. There's also a feeling here, and it could be this person. This is what's related to the deception. It has to do with another connection that has basically ground this to a halt, and yet neither of you feel like it's over. I feel like you look at this person as somebody that you would like to be in a long-term relationship or a marriage, but you feel like this person's withholding that. I'm also seeing, Libra, that you may have close friends or family that disapprove of this relationship. Let me see the Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, your underlying energy, you have that Six of Pentacles reversed. Here it's in the upright. You're definitely working on your money. I see that. You're working very hard. I also feel like you've been looking at the details of this connection. You've been looking at the breadcrumbing. You've been, you know, trying to analyze everything that occurred here, the deceit that occurred. You've been looking at all of this in order to get the clarity that you need. And I do feel like you're showing up here, Libra, as being somebody that is very hardworking, somebody who is working towards their stability, somebody who is generous and giving, and you're expecting the same in return. Yeah, you would work this out, and this is the person you would choose, but you have these requirements. You want this person to be able to work through these issues and to provide an equal and balanced give and take. And I don't feel like in the past they did. Let me see so I can see can see that you have all these good memories, but there's these memories of deceit, memories of breadcrumbing, you know, memories of good and bad. And that's what's kind of throwing you into this ambivalence, I guess, would be the best way. All right, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. We have Justice. Hello, Libra. And we have the High Priestess. Yeah, so you want justice in the situation. Yeah, you want justice. You feel like this person has not been honest with you, that they've lied to you. They could have been somebody that created arguments. And then it looks like a trauma bond. This looks like a trauma bond. Somebody who you had these great memories with, but then you also had all these negative things associated with it. And it looks to me like you're asking for justice in the situation. You're stepping into your power. You've been looking at all of this. You've been analyzing all of this. And I feel like you've done some healing here. You're in a balanced energy here, and you're going to make this decision based on your intuition. So right now you're kind of like going back and forth, looking at it. You're kind of keeping this to yourself. You're not really discussing it with anyone. But ultimately, you're only going to move into something that is balanced and equal. So let's look at their energy. Let's check this person. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Knight of Cups reversed. And the Five of Swords reversed. They're trying not to argue with you. They are a little bit defensive. They're holding back their feelings, their emotions. They do have feelings for you. They actually view you as being a soulmate. But this is somebody who is avoiding arguments, avoiding conflict. I feel like they are preoccupied with other things that are coming at them left and right. They feel like their back is against the wall and they don't have time for love right now. So like I said, this person has kind of put this relationship on the back burner, but they don't feel like it's over and they do have feelings for you. I'm getting the energy of somebody who could have been very ego-driven, and they know that they have to give up their ego in order to come towards you as well. This person looks like they're being humbled. Let me see the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? Yeah, they're holding on to you. Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. They're not telling you everything. They're trying to heal their energy. They're keeping a lot to themselves. So you may not even be in communication with this person currently, but they're definitely holding on to you. And they're trying to avoid any further conflict. Like I said, this person's being humbled. So they feel like they can't move towards you right now because of something that is going on in their life. It's something that's causing a lot of conflict. They're having to defend themselves. And I feel like this person doesn't want to tell you about a lot of this. I'm also seeing here that they're very guarded. This person is extremely guarded. Let me see the Ace of Swords. Especially when you want to discuss whatever this deceit was. Yeah, and there it is again. I told you it was on their side. Seven of Swords and the Strength card. So I do feel like they're going to come towards you. They're going to admit something to you. They do have very strong feelings for you. I can see that. And they know that intuitively, if they remain in this Seven of Swords, if they remain in this deceitful energy, they know that you're not going to have anything to do with them. They also feel like you already know. This person feels like you've already peeped into their life somehow. Like maybe you're getting tarot readings or you are a tarot reader. This person, they're in this deceitful energy and they know they have to bring clarity and truth to the situation because they're seeing you as the High Priestess here. So I feel like there's a lot this person is holding back. They're not really telling you. They do see you as their Two of Cups, as their soulmate, and they know they're going to have to be transparent. So they're choosing instead to not open up, to not express themselves, to not come towards you. So let's see the energy between Libra and this person. Yeah, they're confused. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Fool in reverse. They have options, though. They're looking at all the options. Again, this person feels like their back is up against the wall. You're refusing. I feel like this person could be in another relationship or marriage even, because you're refusing to have a new beginning with this person, even though you feel like things aren't over. They do too. But they have options, and you're saying, until something else ends, I'm not budging. I'm not moving forward. Yeah. So, and there's a part of you that fears having any kind of a new beginning with this person. You don't want to take the risk because of their past behavior, because of the deceit, because of, an existing connection or relationship. So they're feeling very confused. I do feel like life is humbling them. They're confused about their feelings and emotions too, and they're very defensive, very defensive. Let me see why is the Seven of Swords in reverse? Why is the Seven of Swords in reverse? This person is likely avoiding you. Ace of Wands. So there was a sexual beginning. Two of Swords and the Magician. So what's affecting the connection is there was this very sexual connection here. There's a new beginning that's trying to be birthed here. You're actually manifesting it, but you're manifesting it, Libra, only under the condition that it is equal and balanced, and you have somebody who's willing to work things out with you. You learned a lesson here. And so I feel like now you're manifesting a new beginning, and I feel like you'll walk away from this person before you accept anything that's not equal and balanced. Now, in their energy, they've been holding back a lot. There's things this person's been holding back. They've been protecting and guarding. They haven't been telling you. And for a lot of you, it may have to do with something sexual. This person is making the decision that they're going to reveal this to you. This person's going to come to you with some sort of a revelation about their feelings, their deception, because they've been working on themselves, and they know that in order to have any kind of connection with you, they're going to have to reveal these things, because they feel also like you already know, that you've already somehow peeped into their soul. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome between Libra and this person. Show me the outcome between Libra and this person. All right, we have the Ten of Swords reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Hierophant reversed. Okay, so in your outcome, things are going to, there's destiny, there's divine timing involved with this. And you're aware of this. You know this. Yeah, you're going to hold back. Six of Swords reversed. You're going to hold back until this person comes to you and reveals the truth. Everything that they've been hiding. They know it. They know that you, and I feel like you do. I feel like your intuition is on point here, Libra. You are in your power. And I feel like you're not moving forward with this person in any way, shape, or fashion until they decide that they're going to bring in balance, work on the relationship, and reveal what it is that they've been hiding. And they have been hiding something. They even want to tell you at this point. Because there's this painful ending here. I feel like this person betrayed you, or they feel that they did, and now they want to make this right. They want to fix what was broken here. Now, I don't see it moving forward right now because divine timing is at play here. So right now, things are going to stay somewhat hidden, or at least, because I don't feel like they're hidden from you at all, but there's this illusion of them being hidden. And this person is being strongly urged by Spirit to come towards you and to communicate and, be honest and heal this connection. But I don't know that they're listening because they're still in this state. They know there's a decision to do that has to be made in order to heal this pain. But the thing is that they're trying to avoid that. They're trying to avoid that. They're staying in this deceptive energy. So I don't see it happening in the very near future, but again, divine timing is at hand. And also understand, Libra, that this is going to be moving in your best interest regardless. Just stay within your intuition here. With the Hierophant in reverse, you feel that this person is not committing to the connection, or that there's a connection that they're involved in that has to end. Yeah, you don't feel like this person has been truthful with you. And I do see a trauma bond here. So I feel like you're leaning away from this person. And I do feel like they know that. They know that. It's almost like they feel that you can see right through them. So they know they're going to have to come towards you with truth and honesty, or you're going to have nothing to do with them. And in fact, Libra, you're on the fence whether you're going to or not. Yeah, but regardless, no matter what you decide, because you have a decision here, it is going to work out in your favor. So just stay within your intuition. Bottom of the deck is the Moon card in the reverse. That's underlying energy, and it does tell me that something here is getting ready to be revealed. And I don't see you having secrets. I see this person having secrets. So, yeah, something's going to be revealed. All right, let's pull an oracle card, and we'll see if there's any more advice for Libra. All right, so you have Magical Map Shifter, and it is in the reverse. So this particular oracle deck, I do read in the reverse. So give me a second. All right, so this has to do, it says Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. Now, in the reverse, it says the Magical Map Shifter card may bring you the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth. Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it. Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awaken us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain or blame the magical shapeshifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. As you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet up with a magical map shifter. Yeah, so you may be trying to hold on to a trauma bond, Libra. So just, it's something to look at. And then, like I said, no matter what you decide, this is going to work out in your favor. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Libra. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Libra, know that you are love. And namaste.